completely share the essence of from myself. This is gonna be ending within no time. Help samsara through the essence of cutting deluded knowing, the essence of enlightenment. Always sharing completely with this essence. There is no need to cut deluded knowing for samsara. Help samsara instead. In effect, it will also help oneself simultaneously. It has collective effect. If the whole world having karma with us, then we have collective karma with the world. Most of the time, one does karma, creating karma towards samsara, therefore it's coming back to oneself. Karmic result. So similarly, when we help samsara to cut or to cutting, then it affects oneself simultaneously. Therefore, give it completely and fully. It's all about power, the mighty force of Samabhat that is proceeded simultaneously. From not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Blessed beings simultaneously while working. Someone in the group right now is preoccupied with earning the living. Another person is not yield to just creating karma, so he blesses beings at the same time while working. He has the conscience that he feels low down, so he needs to bless beings simultaneously while working. He is quite mature. However, this is beyond conscience, transcending towards giving ending for samsara. This is the system of perfection, the parami, within oneself. Parami of blessing beings. Let's not separate Nibbana from samsara. Continue to use reminders with the purification onwards. There is no need to separate Nibbana from siblings, fathers, mothers, from working, because that is not blessing samsara. Let's purify simultaneously, purifying karma and karmic difficulties that exist already. Purify for the whole family simultaneously. Purify for the friends simultaneously, without separating anything from anything. This is called the great compassion. Nibbana, purifying samsara, purifying the beings, purifying as helping all together. Therefore, whoever that is in your life will be blessed simultaneously. Otherwise, you're gonna run away from yourself, from something, but the runaway doesn't run away from itself. It's endless. There is no need to run away from karma or karmic difficulties. Let's come to terms with not grasping for the non-grasping itself simultaneously with the existing of duties, burdens, and karmic difficulties. This will turn into purification of emptiness for all types of burdens, karmic difficulties, and karma. It's impossible to separate the Buddha lands from samsara. It's impossible to separate the Buddha land from samsara. It's impossible to separate Nibbana from samsara. This is by Mahakaruna, the great compassion. Otherwise, it's like leaving a burden for someone to bless. So everyone must assume the great compassion all by oneself. All the believers from the past regarding let the Mahaparami do the blessing themselves. We don't have enough parami. That is old thing, old values, old beliefs. Let's remove it, cancel it. Because that is like not knowing the essential code of the great compassion. Because one doesn't know how to bless. Right now, the essential code of the great compassion has been revealed. Therefore, let's proceed accordingly, everyone. Continue with the great compassion. Let's be the Buddha seed altogether. That's going to be the Buddha land that is proceeding simultaneously with samsara. In the past, one doesn't realize this. This time we are confronting the art of the great compassion, which is not unclear. This is direct, not in a way of going in the roundabout. This is direct to the essence. First of all, we need to purify the belief values about Nibbana or not Nibbana, liberated or not liberated. This is having nothing to do with liberating or not, attachment or non-attachment, liberated or not liberated. Let's first of all cleanse this kind of belief values, end it. That which has nothing to do with suffering or not suffering, liberating or not liberating. That which has nothing to do with being attached or not. First of all, let's cleanse this kind of belief values. Then automatically it will turn into the Mahakaruna, the great compassion. There is no bounds by any belief values. Let's proceed without limitations. Everything is from mind itself, uninvolved within the uninvolvement itself. The essence of the enlightenment will be balanced with samsara automatically, helping through cutting deluded knowing. Use the reminders constantly. From my, which is from my itself with everything, constantly. From uninvolved within the involvement itself with everything. Constantly use these reminders. There is no such belief values in it. Otherwise, it's going to be about involvement or uninvolvement. From my, which is from my itself, from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. When it's always with the essence, sharing the essence, it's impossible for the attempt to dwell within oneself. It won't work. From my, which is from myself, from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. When it's the same essence, the hell realms will be moving upwards when you use these reminders. From my, which is from myself, from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. This is going to be the mighty force that is uplifting realms of existence from the low, from the woeful realms upward. It's like the mighty force sucking them upward, removing realms of existence to the higher. This is not about not wanting anything. It is the essence of not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Blossom out with everything. there are more brightness here. This will shift into the radiance that is in golden color. From not grasping for the non-grasping itself. This is the unwinding that doesn't grasp for itself. The brightness will turn into the golden color automatically. From not grasping for the non-grasping itself. This is let go of the letting go itself, put down the putting down itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Karma is blocking one another. Instead of being blessed but being obstructed. Now hold it for that, for obstructing others in the same way. The blessing is really automatic and is always pulling any beings who is in the low down place. It's automatic. Those who follow Luang Por's car always feel heavy. In front is very easy, but those who are at the back behind Luang Por's car feel heavy. Therefore, who bless must always brighten out, purify constantly, because Luang Por bless automatically, always share the timing of great blessed fortune for all beings, cut through their karmic difficulties instantly, always pull them up. So they always gather around Luang Por's car. So many beings all over. have the heart for samsara. Blessed through the anubhav of helping through unwinding and releasing. This is automatic purification of the extinction to help samsara. It's impossible to choose who to be blessed. We bless the whole samsara, all realms of existence, no matter who. However terrible they are, we bless them all. Constantly discarding itself with full mighty force, not grasping for the non-grasping itself, full mighty force. Step back from the stepping back itself. It will pulling the beings in. Do you have power to step back from stepping back itself? Go ahead with full mighty force. Step back from the stepping back itself, from not grasping for the non-grasping itself. It will pull the beings in to be blessed. Use full mighty force purely, most of it today. The mighty force for purification must be at all times. Verbally can be occasionally, sometimes. Not grasping for the non-grasping itself at all times. And it's meant for everything. Use these reminders simultaneously. When the mighty force is shared, the beings will be shifted upward from their realms of existence, pulling them upward. May all groups of beings, for all cases of karma, from the past to the present, any rejections, for all the graces, from the Buddhas and Arahants, rejecting from the let it go, from the non-attachment, everything ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. They are stuck within realms of existence, from the rejection towards the graces, being stuck in realms.